So I had to go there alone with 5 Chinese business people, the shades drawn, my phone put in the bathroom so they didn't think I was recording them, and then try to charm them. All the while, Travis not really wanting to sell the company, but I knew we had to because of the regulatory heat and how much money we were spending in China.
Take me to that. How do you do that? Is it small talk? Is it, oh, have you had a nice trip? Yeah.
It was, no,
Yeah.
it's exactly not that. When people go, oh, how was your flight? Where'd you come in from? Where are you staying? The small talk stuff is fine, but it sort of betrays a little naivete like that you care or they care. Because if you're in a serious negotiation, no one cares about that. They just care about like what you're trying to do. It was more about trying to build some trust. The woman on their side who was my counterpart, Jean Lee, was fierce. A fierce operator. I put her toe-to-toe to me as like anyone I've ever seen from a business and negotiation standpoint. And so one of the ways I built trust with Jean Liu was say, hey, I'd be interested to hear your perspective. We were in this competitive battle here. Here's how I saw it. What did you see? Something that wasn't sort of central to the negotiation, but try to establish a rapport about how both of us saw the same incident so differently. And she's like, oh, we didn't shut off all your phones or send spam text messages to your drivers saying they weren't going to get paid. I was like, you didn't? Who did? And then we'd have a joke about like, well, who was trying to sabotage both of us? And it was a little bit of that and it took me 4 days of going to that dark hotel room until she allowed me to bring one of my colleagues to at least take notes so that I wasn't overmanned here. It was that kind of rapport that started it. So rapport matters.
What do you think got them over the line on that deal?
Besides the industrial logic, I really believe that it was mine and Jean Liu's relationship. We spent a week together in a dark hotel negotiating this, and she trusted me at that point. And then we flew to Macau. She was well known in China. She was family of a politician. And if they saw her with some American, they'd be like, oh, there's this Didi Uber merger happening. So we flew to this hotel room in Macau for another 4 days with lawyers and the whole thing. We really just pushed it through, she and I. We got our teams on board. We got our CEOs on board. We got our lawyers on board to count. And this is a cross-border M&A, China, U.S., consumer. It was so complicated. And every day I made sure at the end of the day, say, Gene, how are we doing? How are you and me? Did I say anything that you didn't like, that you thought was wrong? Let's clear it out. Sort of like a marriage. Before you go to bed, you clear your air. We cleared our air every day. And then we closed the deal, and I remember she asked me to go to dinner the day after the deal closed, and she's like, I heard you were such a tough negotiator. I was like, I am tough, aren't I? She said, no, but you're fair. You told me what you were going to do, and you did it every single time. No matter what it was, no matter what clause, you said, I'm going to get this done, you did it. And I trusted that, and that allowed me to do the deal.